welcome everybody to Through the Ropes podcast. Welcome. You know, something happened last night and it was so drastic and so crazy that I want to talk about it. But before we dive into that, I want to say hello to everybody in YouTube realm. Welcome to the podcast realm. If you listen from Spotify, it's your boy JD. I'm glad that y'all are able to join us for some wrestling conversations.
Yes, sir.
The Rock has come back better than ever. It's your boy JD, and right next to me, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Your boy Michi Black, Wagwan, everyone.
Welcome. And right underneath me, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
It's your boy Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan with the Marvin the Martian. I like the hat.
No, the hat's tough.
And right next to Dirty Dan, who do we have the wonderful pleasure of having?
We got main event RJ here, ready to lose every match I'm a part of.
Love it.
Hold on. Before we start, bruh's glasses been killing me since the start of the show, bro. I keep laughing. I just laughing this whole time.
Hold up.
I want it known. I got like 8 of them, so it's never gonna be the same glasses. For a few of them. It's gonna take a while before I get through all of them. I'm still ordering more.
Michael's glasses, bro.
That's right. All right, all right, so you know the reason why we're gathered here today is to really talk about what happened last night. Monday Night Raw was very drastic to say the least.
That was tough.
That was tough. Great way. You know, the last 10 minutes, you know, The Rock goes, I mean, he's been full heel, right? But now The Rock really like dibble and dabbles into this in a whole new way where it felt like the Attitude Era all over again. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of reality based, you know, the blood and, you know, there's a lot to kind of digest. So let's digest it. So my first question here, right off the top, not question, but let me get some of your initial reactions, Michi Black. We'll start off with you. What were some of your initial reactions? So honestly, we watched this together.
As a whole show or just like the last?
Just The Rock and him as a heel so far, but specifically this Monday Night Raw that we witnessed him just smear blood all over the place and really go reality based with this again. How did you feel that went? And like your overall feeling moving forward with this?
I loved all of it. Like it was something we needed. It was something refreshing. It was something nice because for the past, like I would say, like 10 years, we had like the PG era. Like you couldn't say like damn, allied. You can't say like ass or hell or piece of crap or
certain words.
You couldn't say certain things. And it's like I love all of it. Like I love the fact that it's The Rock. Like he's a heel of like Hollywood Rock, like he's doing everything. Sparing the blood, like I did not see it. That shit was tough. I'm like, all right, because even though I want Cody to win, I like everything about it though. Like I like all of it. We need more of it. We need more.
I agree.
And I also like the cussing because that threw me off. Like the fact that they bleeped it out. Like I understand. I hate it, but I understand. But the fact that he did that, like, I love all of it.
I mean, they blanked it out a little bit. They did let some other words go earlier in the show. We were surprised by those. But Dirty Dan, what was your initial feelings watching The Rock? I want to get to you a little bit.
I mean, I don't know how to feel, to be honest with you.
Oh, I like that answer, though. Okay.
I don't know how to feel because, once again, I'm the oldest guy in the group, so I watched a lot of wrestling.
And dissected a lot.
I mean, I know where they're going. He had it. This is the way it has to go. I don't know if I even like this heel Rock as much as like his older heel persona.
I agree with you.
Because why? Because he's trying too hard to make you feel the Attitude Era.
I agree.
He's going above and beyond with the cussing. Yo, Stone Cold cussing ain't cuss as much as this guy during his promos. Like he's just laying it off just to lay it off. You know why? Because what he's trying to present, he's presenting properly, yes. He's part of TKO. So he's showing everybody, this is PG era, but I could do what I want. So I'm just going to cuss just the hell of it, and I'm going to do whatever I want to piss y'all off.
But do you really think?
Hold on. Before we involve, let me get some RJ's initial thoughts really quick. Your good initial thoughts on The Rock.
Jumping the gun.
Slow down.
Couple things though. Like, listen, I myself, I'm not a religious person, but shout out to Gandhi or whoever who started the raid before that segment started, because that shit was so good. Look, the raid. They told me it was fake raid. It looked so good, but the fact that it was actually raining completely made that. The cinematography has already been getting better the past few weeks. The raid was just like how could you have predicted rain on in Chicago that night? No,
perfectly like that,
Yeah.
right? Like smack
it
that.
was flawless, and that was out of their control. But when it comes to heel Rock, and I hear what you're saying about them trying to, or how it feels like he's trying to push the Attitude Era back onto people. The Rock has been doing this for so long, and I think he was separated from the company for so long that whenever he came back, it always felt like Dwayne Johnson rather than The Rock. So what happened, or what's going on now, is he's trying to reconnect back with the audience that he kind of left in the first place, which is not is good and bad depending, because times have changed, people change, the audience itself changes, but
Right.
it feels more like The Rock taking everything he's learned from before when he was wrestling, mixing it with the acting sections that he learned over the past few years, and kind of going, okay, I would like to put everything in one basket and show you actor and old Attitude Era style stuff. So I'm actually a really big fan of what The Rock has been doing. Plus, also, the past few years when The Rock did come back, we got Jabroni this, Rock Bottom, we'll see you in 6 months or in 6 years, whatever it was. So to see The Rock kind of caring now is so refreshing, and it makes me so I enjoyed everything about this so far from what we've seen. I have like one gripe with it, but we can talk about that when we bring it all the way back around.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I mean, we might get there right now. Michi Black, you had something to add kind of earlier. Do you remember what that was?
I do think I see what you're saying, Danny, on the whole Attitude Era, but I feel like with us having a PG era for so long, I think it's something nice to have, because now we can see other superstars take the same road and maybe push the envelope, and maybe get better promos now, and maybe more storylines for like matches and things like that.
I mean, it does seem like overall it's gaining more steam. Just like on social media and like us always being on Twitter and whatnot. It seems like more and more people talk about wrestling, period. So The Rock is doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And I think what RJ said is right on the money.
Hold on. I want to add a sidebar to what you just said.
Yeah.
The Rock and the bookmaker of the year, Triple H, because that man deserves an
Triple
award.
H. Yeah.
Triple H.
Give him a check or a blowjob, something. He's
All of that is the MVP. Let's get that.
Yeah, he's killing it. But
God,
I think Triple H is doing a great job of masterminding it and pupping, and just throwing shit out there and throwing ideas. And I think The Rock is doing a good job of, again, backing off of RJ here, just bringing the whole Hollywood aspect into it, like actual Hollywood and all the experience that he has. He's able to sell this type of character probably better than ever before. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is years and years and years, at this point, decades, 20 years probably of acting that he's been doing this, at least 15. So, and at least probably like the last 5 to 8 years at a high level, straight just A-listing and just killing it. So he's bringing that back to the WWE, and it seems to be working. And again, with Vince out and with Triple H taking over, it seems to be a lot of fresh ideas. RJ, what is your one gripe? I am kind of curious with The Rock so far.
So I love what The Rock's doing. I love the stories. I love the setups. I guess technically I have two gripes with him, but like the first one is kind of like it's kind of more of a me thing. Yeah. He takes forever to get to a point because he just keeps repeating himself and saying the same line over and over again. I don't know what that's about, but whatever. He'll say Mama Rose 8 times in a row and then say it's like, okay, that could just be not nerves, but like,
you want to know what that
back into the swing of it. What is it?
I'll tell you what it is. Remember what John Cena said? It was the truth. He writes his stuff on his arm. Now he don't have nothing written, so he's trying to come off the dome.
You got no.
The rain washed it off. The rain washed it off.
You don't have notes to come from. I'm not trying to be an ass, but that's what I feel like. He has no notes to come from now. So it's like
he's so used to scripts. He washes hands.
Yeah, he's used to scripts. You know what I mean?
It's scribbled. He's like, I can't do this.
I mean,
I feel like that's part of the reason why he cusses a lot, because he's having trouble coming off the dome. So the quickest thing you come with edgy is just coming up with a cuss word.
But hold on, but what
it works? Don't get it wrong, it works. But that's why he keeps repeating and cussing. That's what he's really doing a lot of.
But what if that's because when he's doing his A-lister movies, they improv a lot, so he has more range to do whatever. So maybe that's what happened.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Hold on. No, but let's just be real, right? If you're a fan of The Rock, you're a fan of The Rock for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny he's not one of the greatest superstars ever. But his mic work compared to other wrestlers, I don't think he don't compare to Austin. He don't connect. He didn't connect with me because Rock just said Rooney Poo. He said a bunch of catchphrases that people liked.
Yeah.
And to me, I wasn't a catchphrase guy. So now hearing him, now trying to hear him talk, he's still not connecting with me. But it's working for his character. It's working.
It is.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
He's the final boss, so I get it.
Okay, so there you go. Final boss, you see it's
RJ,
working.
What was your other point? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah. Was there another gripe that you had?
Yeah, the real gripe that I actually have that isn't, just whatever is everything he's doing is phenomenal. It's going everywhere. Like I woke up this morning to all the Cody stuff, the pictures of him bleeding him up and everything. But who's the main event of night 2 at WrestleMania?
Roman.
It's Cody and Roman. So it feels like a huge setup for a match we're probably not going to see till SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So it's like, I love it. It's so good, but I'm not getting my payoff probably until the summer.
Later.
Which, if I get it, the video packages will be fire and stuff. The history is there because, like, if it was just Cody, if you did none of this and then you did Cody Rock at SummerSlam, the only tie is that he beat the Bloodline. But now you have he beat me to bleeding, threatened my mom with this like bloody belt he's gonna give her. So it's like
and tears.
Yeah, you are fully setting them up for a future match, but because that future match is probably so far, because he's got other projects. I think he still has like 8 projects he's working on. So it's like SummerSlam's not even a guarantee. So it's like I'm worried that they take too long and they're doing too good of a setup that it makes Roman look completely out of the picture.
But I think he should be out of the picture now anyway, because how are you going to have a belt for 1,300 days and fight twice a year? Makes no sense.
But but if we waste 1,300 days with this, not bad ending, but this ending where he's just like, he's been pushed to the side fully, we just wasted 1,300 days of 2 matches a year. So
I get you, but I feel like, go ahead, Danny.
I just feel like this is the big setup for Roman versus Rock.
But why do we want to see that again?
Because I said Roman versus Rock. People are going to want to see that. I'm telling you right now,
bro. I'm not trying to see that.
People want to see it, but
I
feel like they're pushing for that because what we're also forgetting to mention is that The Rock came out, beat down Cody, but who's the head of the table? So did Roman give him the permission to?
I'm
pretty sure Roman's going to have a problem with that if he didn't give him the permission to.
Man, so they're already setting up.
They're already setting up. If that happens on SmackDown, they're already setting up the tension where he's like, remember when Jimmy and Jay did stuff on their own, he got pissed off saying, I didn't give you the direction to do that and blah, 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 this and that. So I feel like they're setting up.
Who did he pull up with? He pulled up with Jimmy and Solo. Well, who told Jimmy and Solo to go? It's the setup is there. It's just
I'm not trying to see these two damn Simones go at it again for the 1,500th time.
I'm saying again, The Rock and Roman haven't gone again.
Now you're good. You're good. No, it's all right. Listen, I like the sidebar, but it's going to beaten path here. We're talking about Rock. We're talking about Rock. All right.
My fault.
Now you're good. It's all right. I love the conversations. I don't want to cut it short, but stay here, right? Let's keep on The Rock for a second because this was the big moment. Right. After last night, where do you feel like The Rock and let's go forget the rest of the heels. Let's not do the body of work here. Let's focus on Final Boss Rock. Where does he rank as far as heels for you, Michi Black? Like, is he high up there? Is he towards midsection? Like, so far his work is not even done. He just kind of got started about a month and a half ago.
I'm gonna say like top 10 right now.
That's not bad.
Top 10.
I mean, top 10 is pretty good because I'm thinking about the heels right on top of my head. He'd probably be up there. Yeah.
I'm gonna say a name that we not allowed to talk about. I'm gonna say rounds with Brock Lesnar, but he's a crazy. And his time, he was a crazy heel.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Undertaker, I guess you won't call me heel.
Yeah, sometimes, depending on the storyline.
Yeah. You go you had Kane. Kane was a heel.
Yeah.
who else? Triple H was a heel.
Yeah, you
Shawn
got plenty.
Michaels. Like you have
I'm
a
about to say
lot.
Triple H was definitely a better
Yeah,
heel than
definitely.
The Rock.
Okay, so Dirty Dan, how do you feel about this version of the Rock's heel, the final boss Rock? How do you feel so far in the work that he's cut out with this character?
I mean, he's doing what he's presenting what he's supposed to present. At the end of the day, every baby face needs a heel to beat them down to make it look like
he's gonna be
all the
superhero at
odds
the
are
end.
against
So
the baby
is he
face.
ranking high for you right now? Or you think he's still got some
Ranking
more
high?
work to do? Yeah.
He might be top. You say top 10. I might say top 15.
That's still not
Ooh,
bad.
I like
Because
that. I like
he's
that.
not. He's
That's
not.
bad.
He's not better than Piper.
Oh, okay.
He's not. He's not better than Austin was a heel.
Mm-hmm.
He's not better than Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Kane.
It's
Damn.
it's hard to go top of your head for sure.
Kane, like, okay, yeah, but
Kane
I
didn't have too many lines. That's always the issue.
Mankind when he was a heel,
Mankind, of
like,
course. Yes.
I know Mankind was interesting.
I'm
Yes.
gonna say this.
It ain't bad, but I would say, but like the guys I like, the people that I like, if you haven't noticed with the names I name mostly, I like talkers.
Right.
I like people that make you feel something.
Got you.
Yep. Fair enough.
I will say though.
Hold on.
Before we get to RJ.
Before we get to RJ, I like that. Go ahead. What is it?
Before we get RJ, real quick, I'm gonna say this. So I feel like what happens in these next, like WrestleMania is 2 weeks away.
Yep.
So what happens in the next 2 weeks, I feel like that will kind of shift where I have him.
Ooh.
Because I'm definitely on RJ's side though, with him repeating the same thing over and over. Like I get it, like you're trying to freestyle, but like I need something, like just a little bit more something. I'm not going to hold it against him because you could tell everyone was freestyling that night. But I need someone the next 2 weeks, or like he's going to drop for me.
Fair enough. So with your gripes and your love for him as well, RJ, how do you feel about The Rock and this final boss form, and where does he rank for you? Is he pretty high? Like, what do you think?
It's so hard because I technically, like, growing up watching wrestling was technically in the PG era, but my mom and my dad love wrestling so much. Like, I watched all the old stuff. I was in the Attitude Era like a lot, but technically the weekly product I watched was the PG era. So when I'm thinking of heels, I got Randy Orton.
Oh, that's a good one.
Edge. There was Menace. What is it? Reign of Terror, Triple H. But I also am trying to focus in on this Rock now because it is a lot different, but it's also still the same. So when I think of this final boss Rock, which is a terrible name for it, by the way, they should have called it Final Form.
I hate
Final
it.
Form Rock would have made more sense. Final boss would make more sense.
Yeah.
But I compare it almost to his the first time he went heel when he was the he was the people's champion.
The people's champ.
The corporate champion.
Yeah, corporate Rock,
right?
Yeah.
So it feels like almost that one twice, but it almost feels like it's more narrowed in. Just a little bit, nothing too different. It's not dramatic. It's not because he put on the Hollywood theme. He has that on, so it's like he's clearly taking more from that than the original People's Champion run. But it feels almost like an upgraded version of that, almost, where it's like that dialed up because now he is the corporate guy. He's not the corporate's choice that he's saying he's the people's choice. He's actually corporate this time.
Yeah,
and like, this is my ring now, but also you guys love me, right? Because every time his music pops, everybody cheers.
Everybody goes crazy no matter what.
Nobody boos until he starts talking because he starts to play the audience like, guys, I'm not the good guy here. Yep. So he is basically the upgraded version of what he was back in the Attitude Era. But I'm trying to his heel work on the mic is, I would argue, top 10 because it's pretty good. But with action, I agree where he's kind of top 15 because overall,
I respect that.
He's not breaking the top 10 because of he's only done the mic work. There's not too much action except for what he did on Raw. But even that is that was 1 week. He's been here the past couple months, so it's like I can't push him past 10 fully. So I would say he teeters from like 10 to like 13, where you could, like, depending on what he does, and I agree with these next 2 weeks, he could move past 15, even into top 20, where he's really good. But if there's no like resolution to any of this, and we just gotta sit there with the
And hear him
image
talk
of
shit.
bloody
Yeah.
Cody, and then we get a tweet every once in a while. Then he shows up before SummerSlam. If it's just that, it's like, okay, well, other people have done that and also been here week to week on the product and got me to watch the whatever pay-per-views coming through. So I would sit him around top 10, top 15, like
Already,
very
too.
severely.
That's good though. That's good though.
Ready
I mean,
to get moved. If up, forwards, backwards, regardless, he's ready to get moved somewhere.
either way,
because,
I like that. And see, and I think that this is an interesting conversation because, like you said, like it's so still early on. So the fact that he's even possibly ranking this high shows how much potential he possibly has. Just about fixing those little things, like we said. But we're about 20 minutes in. To wrap up this video, we'll do something a little fun. I have a list here. I'll go through this list of a couple different heels, and you let me know if you feel like final boss. You know, I'm gonna call him final form. Just gotta like that better. We're gonna call him final form.
Yeah.
Well, final form.
We have to get
Rock.
that patent in.
Who do you like more out of the two? So a little bit of this or that to end the show.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ravishing Rick Rude or The Rock. Final form Rock.
Final form Rock for me.
Like
Yeah,
that.
The Rock.
I would agree.
Yeah,
too.
The Rock.
I agree with that. I agree with that. CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Ooh.
I'll never go
Yeah.
against my boy.
Punk.
CM
That's what I
Punk
thought.
right
That's
there.
what I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, because not to get off the beaten path, but I feel like some people didn't get some of the stuff he was saying.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff people missed last night and didn't get.
Mm-hmm.
He sang "Happy Birthday" to Rey Mysterio's daughter in the ring. Like that's top tier.
Well,
The
also
Rock
when
stutters. Like
well,
no, I'm not gonna-
also when he said about to Drew McIntyre, he said, "Who crowned you? Who was?
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
Vince. It was
Say his
Vince.
name. Say it right now
Say
for
it.
everybody. I dare you on that. I've been laughing at that all day.
Yeah.
Because Drew was like, "You motherfucker."
That's why he was smiling like,
You
I can't say it.
It was perfect. That
Yeah.
was so great. I love that.
Next name on the list, the one that we cannot speak about.
Okay. His
Was
name's
that
Roger Jock Bresner.
Or
Redacted.
Vinny.
Yeah.
Redacted.
The one Michi Black said.
oh,
I'm gonna go with Jock. My fault. Jock Dresner.
Yep.
well, you could.
I'm
I'm gonna go Rock.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Rock. I
Yeah,
didn't like his last-
I'm gonna have to go Rock because that guy never really talked, and Paul Heyman was his.
Yeah. Plus,
And so
his
Paul
last name
Heyman
was,
on the mic made him, yeah.
Yep. I
See,
agree.
but I'm thinking of his younger days.
Yeah, but he didn't talk that great on the younger days.
Yeah.
That's why he had to have Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he just did stuff. It was
I agree.
So
I
yeah,
agree.
I'll go Rock.
I'll go Rock too. To be honest, I don't think Lesnar's that high. I'm gonna just say his name because fuck it, but I don't think Lesnar's that high. I just don't like even when he wrestled. If I'm being real, like I was never like a big Brock fan. Like obviously he was cool and like he was a specimen, but I became, I guess, a quote unquote fan. I guess when he was in UFC. You know me, I'm a UFC guy, so that's when I really started to like him. I'm gonna name about 2 or 3 more people, and we can wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Bray.
Bray Wyatt?
Oh, Bray Wyatt?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Bray.
Bray.
I think
Bray.
Bray every time.
What?
Every time.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I'm taking Bray.
I just
over
want
Adam
those in
Cole.
Even The Rock gave props to how
Listen,
Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna
Bray
be
was.
honest. The only reason why I named him because we didn't name him earlier when we were naming like our heels. So I just wanted to throw it out there, man.
Well, I didn't think you were
Yeah.
gonna throw it up because, to be honest with you, you didn't watch it after he passed.
I didn't,
anyway.
but I still know. I still know.
Okay,
But I got you.
okay, my fault,
My
Pimp.
bad, OG. What do you know about the Eater of Worlds? Okay, my bad, OG.
My fault.
Chris Jericho.
Ooh.
Y2J.
I'm
Yeah,
going Y2J.
Before AEW, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going
watching
Y2J.
In the ring or IRL, because he's a heel in both situations.
We're not
I
talking
think-
IRL.
We can't talk about IRL.
No.
Y'all are crazy.
I'll take
Nah.
Jericho on that one because I think old Jericho versus what he's been doing is, like I said, it move him at any time. But old Jericho, when he just got on the mic, that was so much fun to listen to. So
Oh, shit. Not even original old Jericho when he started coming down in the suit saying I'm the best wrestler
yeah,
and all yeah, man. like,
Yeah.
when he stopped yapping because the crowd wanted him to yap, that's perfect. heel
Yeah.
weight.
Yep.
Bro said, "Y'all want me to talk?"
Mm.
Like, bro, what?
All right.
How did it work though?
Last one. Ric Flair.
Oh,
Oh,
Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair every time.
Ric Flair.
Flair.
Just,
All right,
that's
cool.
a classic. That is a classic.
Again, another person we haven't named, so I just had to name drop him real quick to make sure we give proper respect.
Yeah, I can't forget. I forgot to name him as a heel. Yeah, Flair is definitely up top 10.
There you go. There you go. Hey, what a perfect way to start off our Through the Ropes podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, please like. If you're listening on Spotify, please.
Oh, we gotta do it right here. You got to.
Please follow. Please do all of those things.
Follow right here.
Be honest, I don't know how Spotify really works. So to show love on Spotify.
Yes,
if you're watching on YouTube. 5 stars. There you go. Leave a review. All of that. There we go. Hey,
if you want to watch our next video, it's gonna be right up here.
Hey, everybody have a great night. Have a great day wherever you're watching. Enjoy your wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, everybody.